As I come here today, I come from a long-standing fair family, I call it. My father first joined the Jersey County Board in 1962, and I've been out there at that fairgrounds ever since, basically. And presently I serve as treasurer, and it's an honor to serve as president. But as I look around here today, we've got these young people here. I was in their shoes more years than I care to say, 40 years ago, I guess, or 35. And I know what fairs, county fairs, done to me, taught me about life, and it's teaching these young people about life. And as Marvin stressed earlier, you know, this funding, most of it goes back into them families, to them young people. It helps them establish maybe if they've got a new beef herd, make better quality. You know, we're trying to stress livestock growth in this state. There's not a better way of doing it than getting into the farm families and family farms at that. But as many of you know, as with the state's financial, we've had a great decrease in our funding the last several years, which makes it very difficult for us to be able to keep our premiums up, and it's put more of a burden on us as a county level. Just last winter, one snowy day, which there were several of them, I sat down and went through our recap book, which shows the funding that was given to each fair, and you have to spend it to get that money. A lot of people don't realize you're not guaranteed no money. You have to actually award it to your exhibitors. You in turn turn in a report to the state of Illinois Department of Ag, and then you get paid a percentage. At one time, the law says we're supposed to get paid 66.7%. We've never received that full funding in history. I think the highest we ever got was 54, 55%. Last year, I think we were down to 29%, which throws more of a burden on the local to fair to keep our shows going. And we have some, you know, going back, like Jersey County, we've been working real hard at it. We've had to cut our funding 25% in the last, or had our funding cut 25% from the state. We've kept our premiums up, but we've had to work at it harder, and but we've been able to expand. We've got Pike County has 2 fairs in it. Last year there wasn't a livestock show in it because of the cuts from the state. They just didn't have the ability to go ahead and have a livestock show other than their 4-H show. So you can see we're at a turning point in time where this $5 million for county fairs would really ease a great burden. It'd give us a designated fund and give us some stability. Another things I wanted to touch on was, our rehab program. Rehab gives us the ability to keep our buildings up. So that last year it was cut 50%. Just one. That has a great effect, especially on the small counties. They don't have the population and the economic ability to keep their buildings up and the time they pay their premiums and all that. So it's really a need there. And as I testified before the Senate Appropriations Committee here a month ago or so, I left them with this, and I firmly believe this, and I preach this. County fairs are the biggest bargain in the state of Illinois because we're volunteers that put them on. Nowhere else can you take $4.7 million and run 100 county fairs. I stress for you to look up and see how many people it touches.